focus to an update we're tracking from Karnataka and several parts of the country. The showdown over freebies, which is intensified ahead of 2024 Mahayuddha after Prime Minister Modi's scathing attack on Congress over freebies, where he said freebies will turn Karnataka government bankrupt. Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister, has hit back at the Prime Minister in a series of tweets. Siddaramaiah has denied any fund crunch in Karnataka. Instead, has asked the Prime Minister to learn from the Karnataka model of development to help the nation. In fact, he took to Twitter and while he tagged the Prime Minister, he said his allegations that implementation of guarantee schemes will bankrupt Karnataka is completely false. He says, let Prime Minister Modi, who has ruined the country's economy, understand the Karnataka model development, and that he is hopeful that the Karnataka development model implementation of our government and its 5 guarantees will bear fruit in the Lok Sabha elections. That was the tweet that came in on part of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, and this of course in response to the attack that was earlier launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
जब कोई पार्टी अपने निहित स्वार्थों के लिए सरकार की तिजोरी खाली करती है तो इसका नुकसान सबसे ज्यादा राज्य के लोगों को होता है। हमारी युवा पीढ़ी के भविष्य पर सवालिया निशान लग जाता है। इससे उस पार्टी की सरकार तो बन जाती है, लेकिन लोगों का भविष्य खतरे में पड़ जाता है। हाल ये है कि कर्नाटका सरकार खुद मान रही है कि उसके पास बेंगलुरु के विकास के लिए, कर्नाटका के विकास के लिए तिजोरी खाली है, पैसे ही नहीं है। भाइयों, ये देश के लिए बहुत चिंताजनक है।
But while Siddaramaiah claimed there is no fund crunch, the development in Karnataka in the last few weeks suggests otherwise. Most importantly, Siddaramaiah's own deputy, D.K. Shivkumar, admitted to the fund crunch, saying development will take a backseat this year as Congress will fulfill guarantees. MLAs in the party, remember, have also written to the Chief Minister, after which Siddaramaiah is said to have informed them that funds will be given only for priority projects this year. Despite the open grumblings in the party, Siddaramaiah's denial did not go down well with the BJP. The BJP hit out at Siddaramaiah, the Chief Minister, saying Congress has promised more than it can deliver.
Freebies being in a government, offering it before the election and trying to take the vote on those basis is really questionable. This is completely misuse of the government money, which the Congress party time and again it has been doing, it is continuing to do. Here is a case. Mr. Siddaramaiah has presented many budgets. He has been occupying various positions. He is trying to, justify whatever it is. It is not right on his part to completely misuse the government money even before getting into the power and offering all these freebies in the name of getting votes.
Well, remember, the Prime Minister had, of course, mentioned Karnataka and Rajasthan in particular, but it's also raining freebies in Telangana ahead of polls. Telangana Chief Minister Chandrashekar Rao is also facing flack over the announcement that his government would start its farmers' loan waiver scheme from the 3rd of August. The announcement has drawn angry protests from the Congress and the BJP, which called it an election ploy by the BRS.
We understand he's issued a press note committing that he will waive the loan up to 1 lakh rupees. Let's see when he really waives the loan and makes the payment. Because farmers have been put down several times. They have been neglected in that state. Because he has not waived off the loan, previous loans, they are unable to take fresh loans, and that has affected them over a period of 9 years.
Mr. KCR, the Supremo of the BRS too, has stated that when the central government implements something, it is for the development. This is Mr. KCR talking. The BRS party should have some shame. Since 2014 to now, less than 5% of farmers in Telangana have been reimbursed, and less than 5% of farmers in Telangana have obtained the benefit of farm loan waivers. What was this government doing for the last 8 years when there were farmer suicides, there was incessant rains, floods, crop damages and crop failures.
Well, let's talk data and statistics. Telangana government's freebies will cost the government a whopping 19,000 crore rupees. It comes at a time when the government is already facing flack over its scheme for minorities. The government had recently, remember, announced 1 lakh rupees aid to the minorities.
Telangana government is a farmer state and a farmer government. If you go back for the last 2 terms, the Telangana government has delivered miracles to the farming sector of the state. If you take back the Raitu Bandhu scheme, which happens to be the single largest cash transfer scheme in any state in the last 5 years, Telangana now also happens to be the only state which will deliver on its promise of farmer crop loan waiver. Now, that will amount to around 19,000 crores. The direction has been given. The opposition will now jump up and say this will be an election stunt, but the farmers will think something different.
Let's quickly open this up. We have Neeti Jain, spokesperson of the BJP, along with the political analyst, Mr. George Kurian. Mr. Kurian, before I come to you and ask you about what you make of Mr. Reddy's acknowledgement of how it's going to cost the state exchequer 19,000 crore rupees, I want to first begin by understanding from you on where the Congress government in Karnataka stands as of now, with the Chief Minister saying that we're not facing any sort of a cash crunch. His deputy is admitting otherwise.
Well, Crispin, for the benefit of your viewers, let me make it very clear that the Karnataka state, the Congress state government is capable of its administration and constructing the infrastructure and economic growth in the state of Karnataka. We also need to take into account that the GDP of Karnataka is the 5th largest as far as the state is concerned. The per capita income is its 5th wealthiest state as far as the per capita income is concerned. The Human Development Index is the 15th position in the state.
Okay.
And so, considering all these factors, I strongly believe that the state is capable, and the Chief Minister, Mr. Siddaramaiah himself, is a seasoned one. He knows the way how to perform, and there are a lot of foreign direct investments.
While those figures sound very promising, Mr. George Kurian, where is that money going to come from? And how is the Congress government going to accommodate for all of those 5 poll guarantees it has made? Because you have very frustrated MLAs who've written to the Chief Minister, and the Chief Minister in turn has responded saying, look, priority is only going to be given to a few projects. So there are frustrated MLAs who are saying we're not being able to do enough for a constituency given the lack of funds.
Well, I'll come to that. Crispin, we need to understand why the need to give away this financial relief to the people is important. We need to understand that. Post 2014, the inflation of the country has gone up so much, and there is so much of unemployment in the country. The youths are unemployed. So this is a kind of a financial relief in a small token of appreciation towards rebuilding the entire structure back, so that we can ensure that jobs are created in the state of Karnataka, and also the people are given this benefit at this point in time. So there is no financial crunch as far as the state is concerned. The Congress party will fulfill all the promises. Okay. Apart from that, the infrastructure development will also happen in the state of Karnataka.
Okay, but is the strategy sustainable, or will it lead to economic ill health? Neeti, would you want to quickly come in, because Mr. Kurian says that the Congress is very, very confident that it will ensure a balance between welfare and capital building.
I'm very thankful to Mr. Kurian, who has just given out the statistics of where Karnataka stands, because this is where the outgoing BJP government had left it. Because the outgoing BJP government had presented a revenue surplus budget of 402 crores. The entire allocation, the total cost of the freebies, the 5 freebies that the Congress party has announced, is 65,082 crore per year. And that happens to be about 20% of the state budget. See, the point is that you can promise no matter how many number of freebies that you want just before the elections, but the Supreme Court and the RBI have come out and they have said that this is not going to help the state governments in the future. Eventually, when you take out this money and not spend it on development, rather give it out as freebies, you are not working for the development of the state. You are working for your own political benefits, which also your own party members have said they are unable to do so. They have said that they are having troubles. So initially what they had promised, now there are a lot of ifs and buts that are coming out that about giving out those freebies. So the states in the long run are definitely not going to benefit from it, because once you have no money, you have to either increase the taxes or you have to increase the borrowing in the state to be able to take care of all of these freebies that you're promising, and that is not a sustainable model for any state to go ahead with. So even Rajasthan has been on the list for RBI that this is a very highly debt surplus state, which is Mr. Gehlot has again promised a lot more freebies. I don't know how Congress party is going to sustain this, and it is kind of disgraceful that the oldest party in the country is now taking lessons from the newest party in the country, which has not been successful anywhere. Punjab also happens to be on the list of the RBI, where these freebies are putting a financial strain on these states.
And you have more parties following suit. So what does the Congress make of what the BRS is planning to do and the implementation it's going to be starting ahead of polls? Mind you, Mr. Kurian, it's coming ahead of elections, and there are experts who warned against these kind of freebie promises. They've said that in the longer run, it's going to hamper your economy. It's going to, cost the economy, or rather push the economy to a place of no return.
Well, not really. As I said earlier, these freebies are just kind of economic relief to the people because of the high inflation in the state and in the country.
And also
possibly, Niti, from the SC/ST welfare fund. That's where the money is coming from, Mr. Kurian. That's exactly why the opposition today is getting the ammunition to ask those questions to the Congress government in Karnataka.
Well, it is for the state and the chief minister to rope in foreign direct investment and try and build up the resources and bring a model so that more and more industries can be set up and the revenue can grow up in the state of Telangana.
But you're spending what you don't have already. You are planning to get the FIIs, but you are spending the money today, and you don't know what is going to happen tomorrow. In Rajasthan alone, the 3 DISCOMs have crossed 79,000 crore of money that the state owes to these 3 DISCOMs in the state. Where is the money coming from? You can keep promising 100 units, 200 units of free electricity, but the DISCOMs are suffering. And this is a very simple, how much do you have and how much do you spend? And if you don't have anything, you cannot promise to spend it. You're saying, "Hum log FIIs lekar aayenge, hum log industry lagayenge." Arey, you are saying you don't have the money to put in development projects at all. Where are you getting all of this? This is hyperbole that these parties are getting.
The Chief Minister says these promises, guarantees will not bankrupt the state. In fact, he's hit back at the Prime Minister Niti, and he says the Prime Minister must learn from the Karnataka model development model.
The Prime Minister has delivered both on development and on the welfare schemes, but the welfare schemes versus freebies remains a debate that needs to be very extensively held. So he has given homes to people, he has given a lot of toilets to people and all of those things, which for 70 years Congress party was unable to give. And he has worked on development, the roads, the airports, the trains, and all of those things that the BJP government has been able to do. So I really don't know what Modi needs to learn from Karnataka, because Karnataka hasn't delivered on
Unfortunately, Mr. Kurian, this has triggered a race among parties to announce freebies, and that's what we're going to witness in Telangana as well. The BRS is going to do it soon enough, and it's very interesting how the Congress is objecting to this particular strategy on part of the BRS, while this is exactly what was implemented by the Congress in Karnataka.
Well, Crispin, for the benefit of your audience, let me just make it very clear. In spite of not giving any freebies from the state, just give an example, Madhya Pradesh, the state is still in debt, and the state's GDP is also down. It's below 10th state, and the per capita income beat, the human development index, everything it's failing in all parameters.
But you are yourself saying we haven't promised any freebies, right? The state has to function. And almost every state is going through that, but they are not making it.
Well, not quite sure really, Mr. Kurian, because you have the Chief Minister say this is not leading to bankruptcy. He's hitting back at the Prime Minister, but the Deputy Chief Minister has a different story to tell, with MLAs also very disgruntled, who say we don't have money to work on any kind of project or work for the development for our constituency. Are we headed in multiple directions, I'm afraid? Thank you, Mr. Kurian and Niti, for joining us this evening. Bye.